sure you're wondering to yourself, what really is out there in that vast ocean? That's something I've wondered to myself ever since I was a young kid. I was always really fascinated about what is in our ocean and what truly is out there. I would swim out there as far as I could until the lifeguard yelled at me and dive down to see what really is at the bottom. I always have my head in a book trying to read about it and what some people think could be down there. My name's John Newcomer, and I'd like to talk to you today about our current knowledge of the ocean, why it's beneficial to learn more about our ocean, and what creatures and cool discoveries we've already found. According to National Geographic, more than 80% of our oceans have yet to even be seen by human eyes. We've mapped it out, and we in fact know more about Mars and even the dark side of the moon than we do the ocean that's on our own planet. This is for a couple reasons. One of them is pressurizing the equipment to actually research and find what is in our ocean. It's very hard to actually have equipment that can get down that far and really see the bottom of our ocean surface, because it's actually the equivalent of 46 jumbo jets pressing down on your skin or on the submarine or even the unmanned equipment, and it just can't withstand that pressure. Another reason why people haven't seen or mapped out our ocean is because of how expensive it is. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association, one of the reasons why the ocean hasn't been explored is because people that invest in it want to see a return on the investment. However, that could be quite possible. The ocean, just like Earth, is made up of tectonic plates that are at the bottom. And those tectonic plates are actually, just like the ones on land, part of the land. So, for instance, if the United States wanted to map out the region of their tectonic plate, scientists believe that they could actually find more oil and a lot of other precious gems like gold and silver and things like that. As I was stating earlier, how people want to see that return on investment, it could be very much more possible than it seems. However, as of right now, that's not currently being done. Because since our ocean is 75% of our planet, a lot of it out there is just the same thing repetitive. Once you get towards the bottom of the ocean, it becomes very dark and muggy, a lot of mud, and you're not always finding that new discovery that really hypes people up to constantly be researching it. However, we've found a lot of really interesting things down in our oceans. According to an article by Oceans Deeply, by the way, very great name for an article, 8 new discoveries that we found in our ocean. One of them happened to be the remora, or the suckerfish, which was actually found off the coast of Japan. This suckerfish was very beneficial as something that we found because it actually helped in the medical field. The ocean is very important economically and medically, but this one was very, very important for the things like the pads that attach to your skin in operations and in hospitals. As you would guess, the discovery that they used was the suckerfish's mouth. We used that to develop the pads that we stick to people's skin so that they don't come off. And it's benefited in hospitals around the globe. Another really interesting discovery that we found is a while back, but we found the deepest point on our planet. It's called the Marianas Trench, and as you would imagine, it's right off the coast of the Marianas Islands in the Pacific Ocean. The Marianas Trench has some pretty cool nicknames, such as the Challenger Deep, because for a while it was very challenging for divers, and then once divers realized that they couldn't do it, it was challenging for shuttles and submarines to get down there. The Marianas Trench is 36,201 feet deep, or the equivalent of 7 miles. To put that into perspective, you could fit Mount Everest, the tallest and highest point on our planet, down inside that ravine. And you would still have 2,000 more feet from where the tip of Mount Everest was to the surface of the water. That's something that I was constantly reading about as a kid, and something that really interested me. We've found a lot of really interesting and cool things in our ocean, but we're not done yet. The ocean is something that's definitely worth exploring, and as I've said before, we haven't invested a lot into it, but I think that's something that we need to dive a little deeper into. The ocean is the largest part of our Earth, and in the same light, it is the largest mystery on our planet. I think you can tackle both of those together and dive a little deeper into finding out what truly